So about a month ago, I saw this ad by Microsoft Swiftkey on the Play Store, and I was curious how the AI stuff would work. So I decided to give it a try. And I've been using it for the past month now, and here's my experience.
But wait, here's my first impression and all its features.
I downloaded the app. The first thing I noticed is that the theme, as in the look and feel of the keyboard or the UI, whatever you could call it, is very, very basic. Especially when I compare it to Gboard, which I've been using for a long time before that. And Gboard offers a lot of customization. So, kind of expecting the same, I went to the theme section in the settings of the keyboard app and I was disappointed.
Because even though this app had a lot of preset themes, most of them were just not good.
Because the first few themes were fine, the next few were just color variations of those. But as I scrolled further below, it was just bad.
Like, what are these themes? Plus,
The themes went on looking old. You know what I'm saying? They just looked very old. Like something that would be on a phone like 10 years ago. But then I was like, no, the reason I installed this is not for customization. Gboard already does that very well.
and so here are all the AI features of this keyboard.
So when you press this little Copilot icon right here, you get four options. The first one being chat. This is the normal Bing AI, just powered by ChatGPT. It's just directly in your keyboard instead of being in bing.com/chat. Next one is called search. Now this one's a little interesting because it's a web browser in your keyboard. Like you type directly into Bing to search anything. Again, if you're okay with searching in Bing, it's fine, but I don't know, I feel a lot of people would prefer Google. And you just directly type it into this little bar over here and it'll search it for you. I mean, it can be useful when you're like typing something to someone about something else, but then you're not exactly sure what it was. You want to go check the web again. It's useful. The next one is called tone, and this is pretty interesting. So what you do is you just enter the text into the text bar, and the AI will analyze the text and it will churn out like 7 or 8 options that are very different in the tone. So it's analyzing what you typed in and it's changing the tone according to what you want and giving you options out of which you can pick what you want, like, professional or casual or funny or witty. I don't know why I'd use that, but yeah, you get the idea. I figured this would be useful if you're unsure about the tone, especially if you're talking professionally, you want to sound a certain way, but you're not sure how to phrase it. This can help you. The last one under this ribbon of options is called compose. And this is the most elaborate option out of the four because you not only give it a prompt, but you also give it what kind of text it is. You're saying if it's an email, write it like an email or a blog post or just a paragraph, etc. And then you also choose the length of the text, short, medium, long, whatever you want. So yeah, this is, again, it's useful if you're writing a lot and you're doing that specifically on your phone. Useful, but I personally did not use this. I think the only feature I used probably a few times is tone, but like the others, no, not really. Now you might be thinking she said last option, so this is probably the end of the list of features it has. No, it can also generate pictures, and by pictures I mean emojis, memes, and whatever you can ask Dali. So yeah, you can create memes, you can create emojis, which again, I used emojis, but like memes, not really. I tried prompting it for a meme, but it was like, no, sorry, I don't know what to do. And I don't know, I have never felt the need to create a meme using AI. I mean, if there's a meme template, I do, but like out of the blue, I'm just not a person who creates memes out of the blue. So yeah, these were the features what this keyboard can do. Now talking about my experience and what I thought was not very good. The first thing is, if you've been a Gboard user and your hands have been accustomed to typing on Gboard, then it'll take some time for you to get accustomed to this. And I'm saying this because of the layout of the keyboard. I don't mean the QWERTY or a ZERTY layout, the alphabetical layout. I mean the key placements and the gap between keys. Microsoft's keyboard has very thin spaces between the keys rather than Gboard. So like there's a lot more typos that's going to happen if your hands are accustomed to Gboard, and that is what happened to me. I began typing a lot more typos on this keyboard because the gap is very thin. So if you're thinking you're trying to press a certain letter, you might be pressing the next letter, which in Gboard was not the case. There is a significant gap between letters, but here that's not the case.
I'm not saying I didn't make typos on Gboard, but it was more in case of Swiftkey for sure.
So yeah, that takes a little time to get adjusted to. And of course, yes, as I mentioned in the first part, I did not like the amount of customization given to me. It's very less. Of course, I'm comparing to Gboard, but like it's just less.
Plus, the already preset ones were pretty bad. So, yeah.
That being said, the conclusion of this video is this keyboard is just really good at AI stuff. It might be a little slow on some phones because nothing's happening on device, it's all on the web. But are regular people going to use them? I don't think so. Like, they are very useful if you use them. That if right there is very important.
And
It just made me wonder after a point, what is a keyboard? You know how these days the conversation is around what is a photo? If you know, you know. But yeah, what is a keyboard? But yeah, that was it. Those were my thoughts and my experience with this app. For now, I'll definitely keep the app. Switch between Gboard and Swiftkey according to what I have to do. That is what I'm going to do. That was it for today's video. If you like this video and you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like. And if you're into tech stuff, then please subscribe. And also, let me know in the comments what keyboard you use.